welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a makeup tutorial on this look right here. It's very blue, very glittery, and I use the ColourPop Frozen 2 palette, and this obviously is the Elsa one. I absolutely love this palette. I got it several months ago. So it's in a super cute box like this. As you see, it's got Elsa's face here and little snowflakes, and it says Frozen 2. It's very nice. Got the little bow. And when you open it, it's got this nice big snowflake right here. And then inside, you see you have the Elsa eyeshadow palette, which has 9 colors, definitely a very good range of shades that you can make full eyeshadow look from. You can do something very light and blue, or you can do something a bit more deep like the dark kind of plum colors that I have out on the edge. You get this super fun, super sparkly, iridescent, chunky highlighter. This very nice plum lipstick that I am wearing right now, and then a very high shine gloss. So if you are a Disney fan and love Elsa, or you just want a super fun palette, this is definitely the way to go. You can buy these products individually, I believe, still on the ColourPop website, and I will link that below if they still have them, or you can get it as the box set. Personally, I love having the box set just so all the products are together and I have all of them. If you're interested in seeing how to recreate this look, just go ahead and keep on watching. Alright guys, so first we're going to go in with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I use this before every single eye makeup look. This is definitely one of my favorite primers that I've tried. Alright, so now we're going to go in with the star of this show, the Frozen 2 Elsa palette. And we're going to first go in with the shade Fire, which is this kind of mauve color right here. And I'm going to go in with the Morphe M441, which is just a big fluffy blending brush. So if y'all watched my first vlog that I posted, you'll see whenever I was actually writing out my acceptance letter to graduate school. And I'll be going this fall to graduate school for audiology, which, briefly to explain, it's the people who test your hearing, and then they can fit you with hearing aids if that's what you need. We work with children and adults. We also work with programming cochlear implants, which I think is super awesome. So I'll be moving 11.5 hours away from home, which is just absolutely crazy because I have lived here with my parents and my sisters my whole entire college career. So it's going to be a really, really big move for me. So next we're going to go in with the color Spindrift. It's a really nice dark burgundy shade that you see right here. And I'm just going to go in with a bit more of a dense and a synthetic hair blending brush. And to begin with, I just kind of pack the color in. I don't actually worry too much about blending just because I want to build up the color. I think it's so fun to have both the Anna and the Elsa palette. I think the ColourPop colors have wonderful pigmentation. I mean, you can see just from this little bit I put on that it is very high pigment. And this palette really does have every single eyeshadow that you could need to create a look. They've got really light colors and they've got really, really deep colors. So you can do something super, super simple, or you can go something a bit more bold. And I will have all of the products that I use today listed down below in the description. So if you want to purchase any of those or are interested in them, they'll be listed down below. So next I'm going to go in with the color Water. It's this really nice blue shade right here, and I just have a small flat shader brush, and I'll do this on about the inner half of my eye. So if you watched my vlog from last week, you'll have seen my 3 sisters in the video. So I actually live with them and my parents, and we pretty much do everything together, and literally we're doing everything together now with everything with the coronavirus, so we're all just kind of at home together, which it is really nice, especially since I will be going away to school in the fall. It's nice to just kind of be here with them. Me and my older sister are 2 years apart. So she is 25 and I'm 23, and that's Jordan. And then the one that's right under me, she is 18 years old. So we're about 4 years apart, and that's Olivia. And then my youngest sister, Cameron, she is 16 years old, so we're 7 years apart. So we are all extremely close. We all four were homeschooled from when we started school all the way up until graduation. Obviously, the 16-year-old has not graduated yet. Us older three have all gone to the same college, so we've all been very, very close. Now I'm going to go in with this NYX glitter primer. I absolutely love this. Anytime I want to have a super bold look that is super, super shimmery and to put like glitter or something on top of it, and I want to make that stand out a little bit more, I will go in with this. And then I'll be using the color Flurry, which is this iridescent glitter shade right here. And I'm just going to press my finger into the pan and then put it on top of that glitter glue. All right, now that we got this glitter done, I'm gonna go ahead and start in on my face. First thing I like to use to prime my face is the Marc Jacobs Perfecting Coconut Setting Mist. I do shake it up really well. I don't like using it after I've done my makeup just for the fact that it can leave white spots on it. So always whenever I spray it on my face, I'll go back in with a damp beauty sponge and kind of blend that out a little bit. All right, then I like to go in with the Tarte Face Tape foundation. I absolutely love this, and I do think it works really, really well with the Tarte Shape Tape, which I do use for concealer. The face tape, I use it in the shade 125 Fair Sand, and I prefer to use it with a damp beauty sponge as opposed to a flat top kabuki brush. I just think there are less streaks whenever I do use it with the damp sponge, and I absolutely love this foundation. It can be, I would say, about a medium coverage when you initially put it on, but if you build it up, you can definitely make it into a full coverage. It can be used for both, so. And then definitely make sure you blend down into your neck, because there's nothing worse than having a very nice smooth foundation that looks absolutely flawless, and then you have this nice line that goes right here. So I always make sure to take it around my jaw and down into my neck. So it's just really nice and blended. So let me know down in the comments if y'all like seeing like more of the vlog type videos or makeup tutorials. I do hope to get a hair tutorial up soon. I absolutely love doing hair tutorials. Anything with braids are absolutely my favorite. So next I'm going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape. It's in the shade 20B Light. I absolutely love this concealer. I've been using it for years. All three of my sisters use it. It is super, super full coverage, but it doesn't make you look cakey. Like, I can use it underneath my eyes and I never have problems with creasing. So now to set my face, I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in the shade 05 Fair. I do like using this powder for both baking and for just regular powdering my face. It makes my makeup stand really well, and it definitely gives like the whole airbrushed soft look to it. Again, this doesn't really, like, I don't have a problem with it leaving the white cast. I know a lot of pressed powders, you kind of end up with kind of like a white shadow over your face. All right, now that we're looking nice in one color that all matches, I'm gonna go in with the Chocolate Soleil bronzer from Too Faced. You can use it for both contouring and bronzing. I go in with just a It Cosmetics powder brush that looks like this. If I want to go in and do like a real contour, I will go in with the Fenty Beauty Matchsticks. I have one of her trio sets, and I do love that. It is very nice ashy color, and that gives you that nice chiseled contour. But right now I'm just gonna go in and warm up my face. So I always put it under my cheekbones, on my forehead, and then under my jawline, and then I will take a little bit and go along the sides of my nose. Now I'm going to go in with the Milani Baked Blush. This is in the shade Luminoso. This is definitely one of my favorites. It's a nice transition between a pink and a peach shade. It's not too shimmery, but it does have a little bit of a sheen there. And I'm going to go in with a super fluffy Morphe brush right here. And I do like a lot of blush, so obviously you do not have to put this much on. And I always do a little bit on my nose just to kind of bring a little bit of life back to there. So now I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to do my eyeliner and my mascara, and then when I'm done, I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I went in and I did a winged liner and then I just did some mascara. So for my eyeliner, I used the Tarte Man Eater. I just have a small mini one right now. It does have a nice felt tip, which I definitely do like whenever I'm doing a winged eyeliner, just because it does give me a lot more control. And then I've been using this for years and years, so I use the Clinique High Impact Mascara. And now for the products I've absolutely been loving and using a ton of lately. So this is the Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is her Luminous Setting Powder. I personally love to use this on my forehead, the apples of my cheeks, and then my chin. I will not usually go in with highlighters on those areas just because it can make you look kind of oily, but this one I do not have a problem with that at all. I just pour a little bit in the lid and go in with a big fluffy angled brush from Morphe. So those are again from that vegan collection. And I just kind of brush this on all over my face. And I even love to use this for like a no makeup look. You can just pop this on to your inner corners and over your cheeks, and it does give you a nice glow from within. And then now for the high points of my face, I do use the Jaclyn Cosmetics and her loose highlighters, the Beaming Highlights, and I have it in the shade Extra. I'll show you. This is so extremely pigmented. I've become a lover of loose highlights. I used to not like them at all, but I bought the Kylie Cosmetics loose highlighter in the shade Santorini and absolutely fell in love. So when I saw Jaclyn was making loose highlighters, I had to go and buy some. So you can just see the difference between this cheek and this cheek. So you definitely see the loose setting powder from Jaclyn. You can see it does have a nice glow that's very natural, whereas this is just a whole lot more bright, and I love that look. And it gives a very nice, it's almost like a wet, shiny look, but it doesn't look like oily, if that makes sense. So I use it on the cheekbones, right above my eyebrows. And for that, I use the Morphe M510. Absolutely love using that when highlighting my cheeks. And then now I go in with this really big flat brush from Morphe, and I'll just take a little bit and tap it off and go right down the center of my nose. And then I take a little bit above my eyebrow. And of course, the inner corners. And then a little bit right on the Cupid's bow. I feel like a lot of people think the Cupid's bow highlight, it does look ridiculous if you're not going to be wearing a lipstick. But if you are, then I do think it has a very nice ability to just kind of bring more attention to your lips so that people notice that color. So I'm going to go in with the lipstick from the Frozen 2 palette, and it's in the shade Little Snow. And I do believe you can buy these products on the ColourPop website individually. So if you didn't want to buy the whole palette, you can still get them. All right guys, so lastly, I'm going to go in with the Morphe setting spray. I do like this as opposed to other setting sprays because the mist is continuous, whereas most sprays you do have to spray down on them. And sometimes you can get a big spray in one spot in your face, and that can kind of ruin your makeup because it will kind of break it up, or some leave white spots on your face. So I do like this, that when you push down on the nozzle, it just continuously goes. Alright guys, here is the final product. You can see it is very blue and very glittery, very Elsa vibe to it. So I absolutely love this palette. And again, Any products that you saw in the video will be listed down below in the description box. So go ahead and comment and like this video, and if you want to see what's coming up on my channel, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell so you can get notifications every single time I post. All right, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye.